Hello everyone, that's right, it's my movie review to Face Off. That's right people, I'm going to give you my 2 cents on the movie Face Off starring John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. So here we go, in 2 parts. Just kidding, you know I do. I do in 3 parts. Part 1, what's the movie about? Part 2, what I liked or didn't like about the movie, or just didn't agree with. And then my final thoughts. So people, let's get rolling, man. This is action-packed, fun movie. Start off with John Travolta's character, who's a special terrorist task force that does not exist. And then you got Nicolas Cage's character, Cash something, that plays this ruthless terrorist that is after him, but winds up killing his son instead. Many years later, it's a constant chase back and forth between the characters, you know, and then he gets him, finally puts him to a coma. It's over. He thinks it's over. But then he finds out that there's a bomb. He has to go undercover, and this is where things get interesting, people. Once he goes undercover, he literally takes and assumes the identity of his arch enemy, played by Nicolas Cage, which then wakes up from his coma and takes on John Travolta's role, Agent Stone, I think it is. And so then the roles reversed. You know, they switch roles. He pretends to be him, and he pretends to be the other bad guy, and gets stuff into prison, so he can find out where the bomb is. He does, like I said, he wakes up, figures things out, and then destroys anybody who has any evidence of who he really is. So it's back and forth. He escapes and tries to reclaim his life, but you know, he's trying to not to let him back into his life. He's with his wife. He just, died like In the end, he winds up killing, well, himself in a way, in a manner of speaking. But he winds up killing the guy who killed his child, adopts his child in the end, and everyone lives, well, happily ever after. So that's just the gist of the movie. I hope you enjoyed. So that's what I got from it. It's action-packed. It's crazy. It's face off. Face off. Literally. There's a scene where, like, you have Nicolas Cage pretending, when you have John Travolta's character pretending to be Nicolas Cage's character, and he goes, here's what I want to do. I want to find Agent, get Agent Stone and take his face off. Take his face off. Take his face off. And then he does to his kid, to his like daughter and son, this thing. This is so cool. And the high boat, and then between the high speed boat chase between the two of them. And the flipping and the pyrotechnics were insane, man. They were insane. And the boat scene is like, and then they go landing, and then they go up, and then the mud, and they're all muddy, and they go, and the fight scenes were pretty crazy, man. This movie was non-stop, wall-to-wall craziness, people. And Nicolas Cage was awesome, man, especially when he had to pretend to be John Travolta's character. And then vice versa, when John Travolta had to pretend to be Nicolas Cage's character. And it was like, you know, honey, this is gonna sound weird, but the man you're sleeping with is not who you think he is. Honey, I need you to get out of the house. And then he's pretending to be, and then see like, oh, you know what? This is wonderful. I can't believe it. and he takes over his life. And then you got the scene where where his daughter man ultimately saves the day at the funeral home of the director, where she takes a knife, just like he said to, and turn like this. So yeah. So what I did like was some of the scenes where, with the brother, there were certain scenes where the brother was in them that didn't need to be John Travolta's brother, and the whole girlfriend with Nicolas Cage. Yeah, she was there a little too much to really the story, the flow, which leads me to my final thoughts. Overall, pretty good movie. I give it, I'd say, 9.5 stashes. Pretty good pyrotechnics overall. Pretty smooth pace. I mean, it's like, yeah, man, like then the grin. So that's it. That's my wrap up. That's my thoughts on Face Off, the movie. Well, fellow Seats Fixers, I hope you enjoyed my review. Can't wait to see what you say about it. And until next time.